Bear. Good to see you.
30 Ford Model A.
Getting anything done down there in that building? All some. So, hard to get hired here. Jeff keeps going on vacation.
I've never seen him.
Just talk. I just want to don't forget this. All right, Andrew. I'm talking to my cousin here. Here's a 30 Model A. Remember what we talked about there? He's got a glass filter, just like it should be. Take a look at his engine real quick here. Nice and clean.
I've seen some with inline filters on them, but they have to be laying flat or they don't work.
Okay.
You put them in the
Yeah,
vertical.
like I told you, where he has that glass filter, he's got a shutoff valve. That's all it is. There is no filter. I said follow the lines down there. All right, now tell me about that choke again. About what that does.
It just pulls it in and out for choke.
Okay.
But this adjusts the
All right, so
amount of
when
fuel.
you just pushed it in, what is that? That's on choke?
No, that's off.
Okay.
Pulling it out is choke.
Okay.
Push it in. That's running.
That's regular running.
And then you just twist this. It will give you. It opens up. It's a manual jet like.
Okay.
And it opens up.
Goes straight into the carburetor.
Right there. Yeah. Right there
So
is off.
You turn it like when you park this. Do you turn that off?
I've got my valve is right here. Right on the bottom of the tank.
Okay.
If I'm gonna leave it set a while,
Right.
I turn it off.
But as far as that choke, you said you turned it all the way to where it's off, and then how
Yeah.
far of a turn back?
About quarter of a
Quarter of a turn.
But that's where I leave it.
Okay.
It stays there all the time.
And you think if it's not getting enough gas, maybe to open that a little
Yeah,
more?
sometimes if you're like in the mountains, I've never had this in the mountains, but they say if you're in the mountains, you like going up a long mountain, you might need some more gas. So
Okay.
You just turn that just a little bit.
All right, I'm going to tell him that because he did say they had a problem going up a little bit of a grade here.
But mine does not sputter at all. I take this off usually once a month or sometimes more.
Yeah, I see a little debris in it.
little
Yeah,
bit in there.
had an old International tractor had that little bit bigger glass, and we changed it after every cutting. I think
Yeah.
stuff would get in there.
Timing is important on these too.
Yeah, I didn't notice that on his. Is that aftermarket down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put that on because I was having trouble with my timing. You know how you time it? See this right here?
Yeah, let me hit.
Advance. Pull the red button off to advance the timing. I've got a tool that fits right down over this. You just loosen this a little bit,
Okay.
advance it or retard it with this tool. It just takes a very little bit, and then try to hold it and tighten it back up. And that's hard to do.
Yeah.
But I've got a regular tool back there that fits down. Let me get it.
That tool. Lift that off there so I can see. Yeah, see the little indent on that? All right.
You just loosen that and turn that. Now this one, you can see how much play it's got in.
Uh-huh.
That's why I have trouble getting my timing just right. And the play, it's got 3 shafts.
Well, wait, let me ask you. When you do use this tool here, that's to hold it steady, or is that to unloosen it? What does that tool actually do?
The screw unloosens.
The screw unloosens it, right?
Yeah, that unloosens, and then this turns it.
Okay, I see. Right.
It'll actually move this plate.
Right. And then when you get it where you think it's right,
Yeah,
that's when you
get
tighten
it
the screw down?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I do, see this is 6 volt,
Right.
but I set a 12 volt battery here, and I put a regular timing light on it. That's why I put this on it. Now, it won't work off the 6 volt, but it will off the 12 volt. So you clip your timing light to the 12 volt and hook it on number 1 plug right here, and you can watch it move, and you'll see that to move it that far on that gauge, you just barely move this.
Wow.
But I need my play where it goes together, the shaft off of this, just like a screwdriver blade, and it fits down in a slot. Then that shaft fits down in a slot like that. And then you've got a gear down in there. Well, my play is in that gear. I've had the shafts out, and they look pretty good, but that play is in that gear. So I'm gonna have to go in deep.
Well, I'll have him
And
look
that's
at
why I
that.
just let it go. But getting your timing, just right on it is pretty important as far as running smooth and starting. You got to find a happy medium between starting good and running good. I can make this one run a little better, but it won't start.
Okay.
So I got to back it up enough that it'll start. And it runs pretty good right there, except if you're going a long distance on a hot day, it'll overheat.
Tell me what that is.
That's a temperature gauge.
That's aftermarket?
Yeah.
Right, okay, I was going to say, I don't think I saw that on his. I'll have to look at his pictures again. Okay. Right, okay.
So I thought, okay, I need to know how much
Right.
I'm overheating.
Well,
So
what
I
can
put-
you do to stop it from overheating? Is there much you can do other than the radiator? Because it's a two-blade fan on there.
Yeah, they tell me you can get a 3-blade fan,
Yeah.
but they also tell me that I can put the hood on it and it'll help a lot.
Oh, really?
And I don't have the hood on because I don't have any front fenders, and they actually latch to the front fenders.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I could rig up something and put it on. I just never did do it.
Well, I would think that'd be an open drive and that would flow more air over the
Well,
engine.
it's not putting it through.
Oh, the radiator, right.
Like it should to.
Right.
You'd
Yeah.
think that would cool the engine good, but
Yeah.
it's not cooling it internally.
Right.
And it's not cooling the liquid.
Okay.
Now this guy was just telling me you can get a cooler than water additive.
I've heard of that. I got it in my 57. Let me think what the name of that is. And trust me, I'm going to turn